we're going to flip over to the pick side of this episode. But first, let me tell you that college basketball has tipped off. Make sure you're subscribed here on the College Basketball Experience YouTube channel and podcast platforms. Follow, like, leave a rating, review, subscribe over there, and download the SGPN app because right now you can view free college basketball picks, also football picks, and any other sport that's going on right now, and NFL, NBA, NHL. There's free picks on the SGPN app and website for everybody to view. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head over to mybookie.ag with the promo code TCESGPN and get a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That is mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. And we are also brought to you by NoVig. NoVig is America's #1 sports prediction market, and you're getting the best prices. NoVig is also available in 35 plus states here in America. You can download the NoVig app today and get $50 when you spend just $5 if you use the promo code SGPN. Get in on the action today with NoVig and the promo code SGPN. And we are back here on the College Basketball Experience. Myself, Noah Bienick, joined alongside tonight by Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. Ryan McIntyre, and Canvas Capper, a.k.a. Matt DeWaskin. And we're jumping into college basketball picks for Wednesday, November 5th. And let me change the presentation as that was yesterday's games. And we're going to go straight into Rider and Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights are favored by 18.5 over the Bronx. The total is 147.5. Max, start this one off with a bang. We got a 6 p.m. tip in Piscataway. What's your pick?
Oh, man. I kind of went back and forth on this one. I'm going to lay it with Rutgers. I don't have a strong conviction on this one. Is this a standalone game?
Yeah,
No. Another game tips off a half hour later.
It's a new look Rutgers team. I mean, I know expectations are low. I'm down on Ryder coming into the year, so I mean, but it is little brother, so I'm not going to have a bet in this one, but I'll lay it with Rutgers.
Yeah, expectations shouldn't be too high on Ryder this year, but Rutgers, I have no idea what they've got coming in here. It's one of your least talented Big Ten teams for this upcoming season. They only returned 3 guys that played double-digit minutes a season ago, none more than 20. Capper, your thoughts here on Rutgers and Ryder?
Honestly, my thoughts are really similar to Moneyline Max. Ryder has a guard named Flash Burton. I'm kind of excited to bet on Flash Burton. It sounds like a solid guard name from like an '80s movie or something. Flash Burton. That being said, I'll end up playing it with Rutgers. We just saw Ryder lose by I think 34 to Virginia, and now they're laying 20.5 to Rutgers. I think the line's telling us what's going to happen here, folks.
The chat is letting me know that my mic is acting up like big time.
Sound fine to me, bro.
I just disconnected and reconnected it. Let me know how it sounds.
Yeah, I think it's just that one person.
No, that's multiple people, I think.
Yeah, it's been a few comments, but
yeah. Well, one guy has commented 5 times, it looks like, but even Blaylock is talking about. Blaylock's been in here quite a bit too, so yeah. I don't know. Let me know how it sounds. Sound is fine. Says
they said it's Spoon's bet says it's YouTube.
I think you guys sound fucking great.
Yeah, I think we're fine. You know what, man? The more I'm looking at this matchup, I kind of think Rutgers drills them. This is a second. Rutgers has film on Ryder from the other night.
Yeah,
against Virginia. I'll bet Rutgers. I want some action on the first game. I forgot that Ryder played at Virginia, so they're gonna drill them.
Thank you for the help, Spoons. Hopefully that works for everybody. Because, yeah, it's all fine on our end. And
All right,
yeah,
Mac,
I'm gonna lay it with the Rutgers as well. At home, first home game of the year, and the
Yeah.
Rack or Jersey Mike's, however you want to call it, the place will be rocking, and it's little brother. So there's some added motivation for the fans here as well. Yeah, this is a game that I in no means want to touch, but I'll take Ryder for the show.
all right, you just talked me into it. I just fired on Rutgers.
You just
Yeah, dude,
fired?
I love fading teams on a short 48-hour turn when the other team hasn't played yet and they're the fresher team. So double lock for Cap and I.
All right.
Moneyline Matt, Cannabis Capper on the Rutgers Shiny Knights. Let's go. At the Rack. We're going back to the Rack. I may force a couple of these just because it's such a short slate.
Slow night, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you hit UT Martin on the money line 15-1, you can force it better too.
Coppin State visits LaSalle in this one, and the Explorers are laying 16.5, total 142.5. The season opener for Darius Nichols and the Explorers. Mac, give us the handicap.
Hopefully, it's better than what happened with Fordham. I'm gonna lay it with my guys at LaSalle. Fresher team, and Coppin had the all in against Maryland game the other night. So I'll sit this one out. I don't really want to lay north of 16.5 with LaSalle, but I think Coppin State runs out of legs here in the second half. And shocker, Colby's locking up Coppin State. He locks up Coppin State every fucking game.
You know what? I ride with Colby. We just saw Coppin State beat Chippy against Maryland. Now they're catching 16 against the LaSalle Explorers. New coach, new team. Coppin State's got a game under their belt. They've been able to work out the kinks. I'm gonna ride with Coppin. Let's go. I ride with Colby.
Maryland had a few injuries in that game. It wasn't squeaky clean by any means for the Terps the other night. And for what it's worth, I mean, Coppin State's one of the worst teams in college basketball. LaSalle opening the season with what should be an easy cupcake here, and they've got 10 upperclassmen on the roster that are probably going to play meaningful minutes in this basketball game, and quite a few transfers from good mid-major leagues. I think I'm going to take LaSalle, but again, big number here, a lot of points. I'm not going to lay that.
I can't lay 16 with LaSalle. No.
Can't get there. I agree. Game number 3, though, and this is one that I'll take you to, is Butler's laying 20.5 in Hinkle, total 155.5, and I am going to lock up Butler. Southern Indiana is a team that I am not high on coming into this season. This is a cocktail napkin play for what it's worth. A lot of comments too. So we have a lot of new audience, I guess. Cocktail napkins basically just my model, and Colby got so pissed off with me saying model that he's like, get your numbers off that cocktail napkin or whatever. I forget how it stuck, but Stan Jouard, a good coach for USI, but it's a brand new team and hasn't really had the same dynamic offenses as he did with the D2 squad and or Isaiah Swope. Isaiah Swope came up with the Screaming Eagles, and he's no longer there. And I think Butler at home in front of this, atmosphere, and they returned 3 guys from last year that all played meaningful minutes. Butler, I think, could be able to start pretty quick with Finley Bizjack and some returning production from last year. And Michael Ajayi, a transfer from Gonzaga, I think plays a big role in this one as well. I'm going to lay it and lock it with Butler. Mac, what are you doing in this game?
Lock battle, little brother here. Southern Indiana, they have been great in these opener games on the road in these bye games. Last year, they went to double overtime with DePaul, who was great in the non-con. The year before that, they were chippy against St. Louis. The year before that, they were chippy against Missouri. Dude, come on. This is Southern Indiana, little brother angle here. Give me the dog. Lock battle.
I will join Noah in this battle.
Oh yeah,
Butler's got dudes like Michael Ajayi is like a legit dude. He's he started at Gonzaga. Now he's sliding over to Butler. I like this Butler roster up and down. It's a veteran squad. I'm seeing all senior graduate transfers up and down the roster. It is a new team, but I just think if we're on talent alone, they outclass Southern Indiana. This is at home. They should roll here.
Yeah, it's a short slate for what it's worth. Only 14 games. This is me overextending a little bit with the napkin. It's only a 1 point edge, but
again,
not a lot of games.
We just hit on UT Martin. We got house money.
Yeah, get some action in, and this is one of the games that I'll fire on with the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Go wrong. Moneyline back. Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles. You know I love my Screaming Eagles. Get this Butler shit out of here.
Maryland Eastern Shore, fresh off an overtime game over Georgia Tech, where they fell short by 5 points, now heads to Georgia. Both of these teams in their second game of the season. Georgia off an ass-kicking over Bellarmine, where they won by basically 50. Mac, take me where your pick is for this matchup.
I lock Georgia. They're the worst team in Division I, and they just played out of their minds, and they played an extra 5 minutes. How are they going to go play the Dogs? They're going to get killed.
Yeah, they're going to lose by 50.
Georgia by 50.
I don't care what the line is, whatever it is.
The best play on the board.
Yeah, a mortgage bet.
Yeah, you guys, I guess, have talked me into it. So I don't know what number are we looking at with this game here.
29.5.
Yeah, it'll probably be about 28.5 is my bet. Is my guess.
9.5.
Yeah, dude. I'll be fading a lot of these teams on these short turns, playing by games.
I can't believe we don't have a line for this already.
Yeah, where are you pulling the 29.5?
Oh, we made it up.
29.5 is over at FanDuel.
Oh, it actually is 29.5.
Yeah.
All right.
Lay it. They're gonna lose by 50.
Yeah, that's, I think, our first triple lock of the day. Georgia over
Friends for
Maryland Eastern
eternity.
Shore.
Go Dogs! For what it's worth, Georgia was really good last year in those bye games, too, under Mike White.
Delaware State and Temple in another Philly game here. Delaware State is getting 17.5 from the Owls. Mac, what's your outlook on Temple for this season? Are they able to cover this big of a spread with Adam Fisher? We both think he's a solid coach, but relatively new squad, right?
Yeah, and Delaware State, man, I think Waterman's a pretty good coach. I think what they finished top 3 again in the MEAC last year. So, I'm gonna take the points. No bet here. I don't feel good about this one. This will be one I stay off of. Just I don't know where Temple's at. I got to see this new Temple team. You never know what games they're rigging.
Yeah, this is also a game that I don't have a tremendous feel. I'm going to take the Hornets and the points too. It's a lot, and there's only 2 returning faces for Temple total. So I kind of want to see it from the Owls first. Capper?
Isn't the system play to bet the team that was rigging games? Not.
I mean, it did cover for me yesterday with NCA&T against South Carolina.
So I'm going to lay the
Those guys were money too.
I'm going to lay the 17.5 with Temple. I think they blow them out. I think the fact that it's a new roster is actually probably a good thing. The Feds are definitely going to be keeping an eye on this game. There's going to be no funny stuff. They're just going to come out and smash. So I'll lay the 17.5 with Temple.
All right. Locking it?
Yeah. I'll play it. It's a short night. We need a little edge.
Yeah, peer pressure. It was Cappers on hoo-hoo, the Owls. Temple. What's next?
Alabama A&M and Indiana are going to do battle in Indiana's home opener of the season in Assembly Hall, where the Hoosiers in the Darian DeVries era are laying 27.5 points in their first game. 145.5 is the total. Mac, do the Hoosiers run it up on the Bulldogs here in game 1 of a new era?
Yeah. What? So travel spot Alabama A&M just played Blue Mountain down there in Huntsville. So now going up to Bloomington, less than 48 hours. I think this is an avalanche. I mean, I think this is like Iowa tonight. I think I mean, he's got some continuity in terms of guys that have played in his program, aka his son that's coming back, Tucker. Yeah, I think Indiana kills him. I'll lock Indiana, and Colby's locking Indiana too.
Why not? Short slate.
Yeah.
I'll jump in with you guys and let's have a party. Quadruple lock, Mac.
Yep.
Quadruple lock, Friends for Eternity. All these filthy Hoosiers. I will not be rooting for the Hoosiers. Hope you missed this tournament. Go
The
Mountain.
college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, where Underdog is your home for pick'em entries as well. You can win up to 5,000x your entry fee. Underdog's got a brand new offer right now for new customers as well, where you can play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up today with the promo code TCE SGPN. That is promo code TCE SGPN at Underdog today. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm, as they've been crushing it in college basketball. They also have college football, NFL, and NBA. They're giving away weekly prizes for cash prizes just by tracking your bets in the Rhythm app. That is Rhythm spelled RITHMM. You can track 5 bets of the same type from any model that you build, and you can win $1,000. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month today. Download Rhythm and use the promo code SGPN25. And we are back here on the college basketball experience. Myself, Noah Bienick, joined alongside Moneyline Mac and Cannabis Capper as we're running through the November 5th college basketball games and giving out ATS picks and an occasional total here or there. We have Southern and Marquette next up on the marquee, and the Golden Eagles are laying 23.5 against the Jaguars in this matchup. Game number 1 of the season for Shaka Smart and the bunch as well here, Mac. Is Marquette going to cover this?
They played Albany the other night.
Yeah, they played. They got one. They got a win already.
Shit, my apologies.
Yeah,
they won by 8. They won by a lot against the Great Danes.
Yeah, by 27 now.
All right, so who do they got on deck?
That's a good question.
They have
next.
Okay.
Indiana, yeah.
And that game's in Chicago.
Yeah. See, I don't think it's a look ahead for Indiana because it's the DeVries opener.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Now, for Marquette, I think it could be a little bit of a sleepy-ish spot, if that makes sense. Not like
Southern does have quite the bus trip from Fayetteville, Arkansas to Milwaukee.
We got some prostitution spots tomorrow night, guys. I mean, you got guys, teams that are just being bought left and right, got to travel less than 48 hours after getting absolutely destroyed 48 hours ago. I'm going to take the points with Southern. They got their ass beaten already. They'll come to play. This is a good program in the SWAC. So, give me Kevin Johnson and company to stay chippy in this one.
Yeah, the thought process is that Marquette's probably he's going to call off the Dogs at some point.
I think so too.
Yeah, and that's where Southern's going to get back into it. Not going to get back into it mean like win it, but get back into it mean like be under the number. I think Marquette wins by 20. So I'm not going to bet this. I don't feel good enough about it because I do think they are going to call off the Dogs, but and I don't know if I'm kind of afraid that Southern just gets steamrolled. So I'm going to stay away from this one. But if I were to bet this one, I'd be on the points.
I'm gonna take the points in Southern here. They played all right the other night against Arkansas. My main hiccup, what I can't get over, is the travel, and I'm quite nervous about that their legs could be quite dead in the second half of this one. But we'll see what happens as all those SWAC teams will have their world tour starting this month. So yeah. Game 8 on the docket today is South Dakota and Creighton. The Blue Jays are minus 27.5 in this matchup. The total is 166.5. Creighton, I mean, very similar identity to what they've been in years prior to Ryan Kalkbrenner. A whole lot of offense, not a ton of defense. I'm not quite sure Owen Freeman's healthy for this one either. Their home opener, though, in Omaha. Mac, where you head?
Kind of think Creighton's going to open it up on them. South Dakota just played an overtime game the other night against Dixie State. Quick turn. Omaha's a hard place to play. And Creighton in these openers, I know they're a veteran group. They've been really good. I'm going to hop in on Creighton. I'm going to lock Creighton here. New group. I think they come out firing. Alan Huss back with High Point, or from High Point, back on the staff here. I think Creighton opens it up here and wins by 30+. So I'll lock Creighton.
I'll take Creighton, but no bet. That's a lot of points. I don't think South Dakota's that bad. Is my thing. Like I don't see them as like if it's if it's some of these like low majors, I can definitely see the 30-point lines. But South Dakota isn't. I don't think there's that big of a difference between these two teams. I would lay it with Creighton, but no bet for me. I'm staying away from this one.
So my handicap is this: I don't believe that Owen Freeman's healthy, and even if he does play, I don't think he's 100%. And if that's the case, Creighton doesn't have your standard 5 this year. They just don't. Outside of Freeman, they spent so much money on him in the portal that they lack a little bit of depth at the 5 and replacing Ryan Kalkbrenner. And there's plenty of pieces in the backcourt that are new. I think that this score is high. I think that the total is 166.5, and it's not quite high enough. South Dakota last year had the second fastest pace in the country. And in that first game for South Dakota against Utah Tech, there were quite a bit of possessions in that game. And I think it's going to be very similar. And I'm not quite sure the defense is going to be good on either side. So I like the over in this matchup. I'm going to lock that up. That is not a cocktail napkin play. That is a feel play.
Wow.
And for what it's worth, I'm going to take the Blue Jays laying the points. But yeah, lock up the 166.5 for me.
Bienick locking up the over. I'm on the Blue Jays. I don't see how South Dakota stops them all night. South Dakota wants to play fast. They're going to get run out of the building.
Yeah, that might be the case for sure.
It's hard to get to Omaha, baby. Omaha.
Tarleton plays LSU tomorrow. And guys,
here's the money line play.
If there is a money line play on the board, it might be in Baton Rouge tomorrow. There is a lot of drama and chaos in the boot. Mac, seems like we're on the same page with the Texans in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Billy Gillespie, veteran coach, has won bye games in the past. Yes, they played a game against SMU, but SMU dressed.
They were in that.
They dressed that score up. That was a single-digit game with 10 minutes to go. And Tarleton travels better than some of these other teams that we've talked about. Tarleton's got money. We've seen what they've done in football. Give me Tarleton in the points. I think they're live to win the game on the money line, 15-1. Let's run it back, baby. Billy Clyde, Billy Gillespie, baby.
It's another 15-1 play.
Yeah, over there at Bet365 right now.
Okay.
Billy Clyde.
The only thing that has me concerned about Tarleton is that every Twitter genius I've seen is on Tarleton.
Jackasses are copying me.
They are clearly. I'm going to bet this. I'm going to take Tarleton. I don't know if I can get to the money line. But I just think LSU is just a bit of a mess, and Tarleton isn't. That's kind of my handicap.
Tarleton, they have their own mess that they're dealing with their group of criminals or former criminals.
Hey,
dude, crime pays, baby.
Crime pay. Yeah,
Correct.
You bet on the crime.
Very much so. You are not wrong. At all.
Is there? Did I see an 18.5 out there? Did I see that?
They are. Tarleton's one of your more talented groups that there's just a lot of wild cards over time that it may spill over. But like Mac mentioned, they gave a good fight to SMU in that opener of the season. Dior Johnson's on the team. He's been around the block, kind of all over the place, but he had a great first game, 23 points, and just they had 4 guys in double digits, and Tarleton's got some talent. So LSU's the other thing too is like they bring in a lot of dudes that were former go-to scorers
Yeah, a
at
lot
their
of stars.
previous
Yeah.
destination, and I really want to see how that clicks. You got a guy like Dean Thomas who transfers in from UNLV, a guy like Markel Sutton from Omaha. Both of those guys go-to scorers on their team. Rashad King was a volume shooter at Northeastern. There's a lot of a lot of mouths to feed with the Tigers, and I'm interested to see how that plays in night one. 17.5 is way too many points, and I do think that if there was a money line on a very short slate, it's a little bit forced, only because we're 2 for 2 on money line so far this show, this season. Tarleton State, it deserves it. That's a triple lock, eh, Capper?
Yeah, I'll lock it up. I caught my bookie at AG is an 18.5.
They have 15 to 1 too.
No.
Remember at my book. Look at the text.
Plus 985 at my bookie, 10 to 1.
Okay.
Shop Brothers 15 to 1 out there.
Get that 15 to 1, man.
Yeah, best number, I guess. ATS is the sponsor. Shout out to Capper for giving them a plug. And yeah, Texas A&M Commerce, the Chinese food restaurant, is
Rob Donaldson State.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Rob Donaldson's YouTube logo.
New Mexico
they are
playing 20.5.
headed to Albuquerque, and they are getting 20.5 points against these Mexican Wolves, aka the Lobos. Mac, where are you heading in this game? This one is this one's a toughie.
They're laying 20.5. Yeah, I'll lock up the Lobos.
You're locking it?
Eric Olin, first game.
Yeah.
And they've got film on Texas A&M Commerce, who already played at Arlington Baptist and beat it by 60.
Well, we don't know if there's film in that game.
Yeah, I think New Mexico is still going to be fine. I think that this program still rolls. Olin's a good coach. Blowout. Same handicap as Indiana.
Yeah, I co-sign. I'll lay it with New Mexico. You could talk. I could be talked into a lock. No, what say you?
I'm not gonna lock this one with New Mexico. Okay. The pit may be lit, and I do like the Lobos for the upcoming year, but yeah, I don't even love that Indiana play. It's just kind of a play that
that Indiana play is one of the best plays on the board.
It's a short slate. And that's
it's a first-year head coach, a lot of buzz in the building, and you're getting a team that's on short rest. It should be a smash spot, both of those.
I'm going to pass. I'm going to take the points, or I'm going to lay the points with the.
You know what? I ride with Moneyline Mac. Let's lock this.
Go. Come on, lock. Lobos. Everybody gets laid at the pit.
The next game on the slate is in Davis, California, as UC Davis hosts North Dakota State. The Aggies are laying 2.5 points, and the total is 143.5. Capper's got a huge smile on his face, rubbing his hands together. This seems to be a game that he's got to play on. Capper, where are you heading this one?
North Dakota State money line.
Ooh. Why? What's the reason?
Colby locked up North.
Oh, did he really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I ride with Colby. Okay. North Dakota State.
They looked good the other night.
They did look good the other night. It's a veteran roster for the most part. One of the better teams in the Summit League. I think I've got them finishing. I can't remember if I have them winning the league, but I have them top 3. And I'm not really sold on this UC Davis roster. They bring back a little bit from last year, but I just think North Dakota State's just a better side. I like their catching points. I think they're going to win this one outright.
Mac?
I'm battling. I'm taking Davis here.
Really?
That was a kitchen sink game. I thought against Oregon State. I thought they played their ass off and they should have won the game. They led for a lot of it. Give me Jim Lesson company here.
Yeah, UC Davis has had pretty good
I
defenses.
I like UC Davis. They're a top half of the team in the Big West.
Yeah, in recent years, and honestly, I was not high on the Oregon State squad for this upcoming season, so I'm honestly not too shocked that they had their hands full on opening night. And North Dakota State traveling down to Davis, and Davis, for what it's worth, did play a game against Menlo. They beat them by almost 30 on opening night as well. I'm going to lay it with Davis. It's a short spread. I don't have a ton of conviction behind the pick, other than they have a little bit more continuity than North Dakota State does. So I'll just sit this one out and watch the lock battle happen.
Gabbers on the sides of the big gun. Back in the West. To show you guys real nice.
When you play music, Mac, your mic cuts out. I don't know why.
Good.
I don't know if that's just me. I don't
Good.
know
I was yelling how much I hate you, and
Okay.
so that's good.
There we go.
I hate that old beating prick. Just kidding.
North Alabama and Mississippi State. I think this is the game of the night. We've got Tony Poole with a pretty new squad heading into Starkville, Mississippi, where the Mississippi State Bulldogs do have Josh Hubbard coming back. He was the star of last year, but their identity has been quite up in the air. Don't know if this is going to be one of the more talented offensive teams that Chris Jans has had, but his really good defensive teams have been very lackluster on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm interested to see what kind of pop the Bulldogs have this year on offense. Laying 25.5 is quite a bit against. I think Pujols is a solid. Pujol, not Albert Pujols, but Tony Pujol is a solid coach. I'm gonna take the 25.5 points. Thank you very much. With a Mississippi State team that plays at a pretty slow pace. Mac, your thoughts?
I had similar thoughts. I'll take North Alabama, but they're a new group and neither team has played so far. So I'll sit this one out. I'll take my Lions. No bet.
Yeah, it's my same concern. I do want to watch this game. I can't wait to see what Tony Pujol's got been cooking up over there, but it's just too many unknowns, really. And until I can get eyes on it, I don't feel comfortable putting American dollars on this. So I'll definitely watch this game. If I had to pick it, I'd probably do North Alabama plus 25.5. I feel like it's a bit beefy, for Mississippi State, but I'm not gonna touch this one.
Can-Am and Can-Am and the Juice are lobbying for North Alabama to be the second Chinese restaurant that we've got.
Yeah. Rob Donaldson State South.
Sure. Love it.
I'll go NAU and take the points there. We've got South Carolina Upstate all the way in Fresno, California for this matchup. They're playing the Bulldogs, and they're laying 9.5 with
staying out in Cali.
Yeah. Vance Wahlberg has told Colby that he really, really likes his squad, that it's one of his favorite groups that he's ever been with. And on opening night, they won 88-51 over Fresno Pacific. And Upstate, for what it's worth, played against Baptist. And they actually put up quite a few points against a good CBU defense. They lost 87-75. Upstate has some continuity here, whereas Fresno State, it's a brand new roster. Mac, what are you thinking for this one?
So Colby locked up Upstate.
I don't think that's a bad play.
He always takes Upstate.
How far is Baptist from Fresno?
It's not that. It's up. It's San Luis Obispo to Fresno is. It's like northern. It's like reasonably close. I could check.
Yeah, I'm not the greatest on California geography there.
It's like a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, it's not bad, I guess.
So this isn't much of a travel.
No.
No.
We're gonna do a double lock, man. I gotta see it from Fresno. I know Wahlberg is talking up his team. That's usually a fade for me. Remember Joe Scott at Air Force was saying how bad his team was. His team actually looked pretty good the other night. Yeah, I'm fading Fresno. The mystery team. Give me Upstate here. They could be live on the money line. Would you be shocked if Fresno lost this fucking game?
No,
I wouldn't be shocked at all, but am I going to call for it? No. Just because Upstate wasn't great last year and they return a lot of that team. So it could go both ways. Like, one, you could develop that talent and they'd be a little bit better this year. They returned 4 guys that played 20 minutes a season ago. 2 of them starters. Their point guard comes in from a junior college national championship winning team in Trinity Valley. Upstate, I think, is going to be better this year. And I have no idea what we're getting from Fresno. I want to be on Upstate, but I don't know if I can get behind a bet here. Capper, your thoughts?
I kind of like the over in this one.
The over.
Okay.
It's 164.5. I kind of feel like they're both these teams are going to score points here with not a lot of defense.
Oh yeah, Fresno plays a shit show of a style. That's why I said the money line could be live because they play such a high variance style.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I saw the Fresno Pacific game on opening night to see what kind of team they are when they're not.
You know what they are. Like,
well, that team last year was throwing games.
Yeah,
so.
the team was a mess last year.
But all right, yeah, they were throwing games, but their style of play was wild as shit to begin with. He's not going to change his style.
Yeah, I'm not jumping in front of that train. We've seen all these gambling probe teams come out with guns a-blazing. So I'm going to sit this one out too.
I'm going to take the over in this one.
Caps on the over. I'm on Upstate the points. The dog will be barking late here on an evening in the Mountain West. That might be my thought. I like Tarleton. Those are my
Final game of the night, the nightcap here is Loyola Marymount playing host to Eastern Washington. And the Lions in their season opener is laying 8.5 points. Sorry, this is not the season opener either. They played Lincoln, California.
Yeah, they played
it might as well be.
Another non-D1 team that I didn't pay attention to on opening night. But the total is 156.5 here. Eagles put up a hell of a fight against UCLA in opening night. Mac, I kind of have a feeling I know where you're going on this one.
I'm laying the points.
Really?
I hate taking teams the game after 48 hours after they just played out of their mind at UCLA. That's for those kids at EW. That's like a freaking destination spot to play at Westwood, and they played their ass off. They almost should have won the game. Damn. I mean, we were down on Munson's team coming into the year.
This is like no travel though.
I know, but I also just don't think EW is good.
Really?
No, I am not high on Eastern Washington this year. This is my favorite bet of the day. I'm taking the under 156.5 in this game.
Okay.
Cocktail Napkins got it at 151.5. I think you're looking at 2 things. One, Eastern Washington played their guts out against UCLA and came up a little bit short. And UCLA is a physical grinding type of defense. And Stan Johnson's LMU teams have had pretty good defenses in the past as well. I think we see a type of game where Eastern Washington doesn't quite have that same click that they had opening night on offense. And LMU is definitely not putting up 150 points like they did in opening night against Lincoln, California. Mm-hmm. So I got the under in this one. Cocktail Napkins got it at 151.5. So over a possession of value there. That would have been a bet on a normal slate. That's my favorite play of the day. Capper?
I'll tell you on the under. You talked me into it. I do think there's gonna be some tired legs with Ewu. It's gonna help that out. As far as the game, I
Colby, this is Colby's dog of the night.
Yeah, I really want to bet Ewu, but I do think shout out to the chat. D Straz 98 says LMU by 10. I think that's probably how it ends up.
So Colby has Eastern Washington as his money line dog.
Yeah, I think he had them in Tarleton. He really liked Tarleton too.
Okay.
All the Twitter geniuses are on Tarleton. I'm telling you.
It doesn't mean it's a bad bet.
So what'd you guys lock there?
I locked the
Nothing.
under.
Yeah,
the under
I feel-
156.5.
All right, you guys are on the under. I'm over here. Marymount's gonna fill.
All right. 3 locks and a dog for the upcoming slate of November 5th in college basketball tonight. The guest, Matt DeWaskin, a.k.a. Cannabis Capper, can lead off here. We're looking for 3 locks and a dog, my friend.
Okay. I will lock up. Would we catch Indiana at? Was that 27.5?
27.5.
Okay, I'll lock up Indiana at 27, laying 27.5. I will lock up. Jeez, this is really short. I'll lock up Tarleton 18.5. And I'll lock up Rutgers, laying 20.5. And my money line dog, North Dakota State, plus 140.
All right. Mac, you want to go or you want me to go?
You can go. I was looking for a third lock.
I kind of figured on a short slate. So my favorite bet of the night, this is a cocktail napkin play, is the under in Loyola Marymount and Eastern Washington. You got both of these teams in their second game of the season on the third night of the season. Loyola Marymount put up 140 points in game 1 against Lincoln, California. That ain't happening in game 2. And also you got Eastern Washington, who played a very physical defense in UCLA that I think may wear on them in this game against Loyola Marymount, who's typically had good defenses under Stan Johnson. So give me the under 156.5. Cocktail Napkin has that at 151.5. For play number 2, I like South Dakota and Creighton over 166.5. Last year, the South Dakota Coyotes played at the second fastest tempo in the country. Their first game of the season was also up and down all over the place against Utah Tech. They lost that game in overtime for what it's worth. We're going to go over 166.5. Creighton, they don't really have a ton of depth down low in replacing Ryan Kalkbrenner. And if Owen Freeman plays this game, I don't think he's 100%. So we're going over there. And then for play number 3, I'm going to take the points with Tarleton State at 17.5, but also they are the money line play. It's a shit show in Baton Rouge, period, with everything that's going on in the athletic department right now. But also LSU's kind of got like this mid-major all-star team with a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of guys that were former alpha scorers at their previous destination. So it's not a situation that I love. And I think that Tarleton, with the game under their belt and a short drive, is live in this game against the LSU Tigers. And that leaves us to Mac for your 3 locks and a dog.
So I am going to fade the 3 nice covers, moral victories on opening night. Maryland Eastern Shore had a nice effort against Georgia Tech. Georgia is going to annihilate them. I'll lay the points with the dogs. North Dakota State, the Bison. Great effort at Corvallis. Quick turn here. I'm going to lay the points with UC Davis. And then the finale, E-Dub almost got it done at UCLA. I think Loyola Marymount wins by double digits. So I'll lay the points there with those 3 favorites. Moneyline dog, Billy Clyde and company, baby. My Texans, Tarleton, outright tomorrow night in LSU. Better coach, better in group. Texans get it done in Baton Rouge.
We'll see if this sticks, but yesterday after the lock and dogs portion of the show, we gave out our records for all the listeners out there.
Oh, shit.
For me personally, I went 4-2 with a 15-1 money line dog that hit. All 3 of us on this show had the UT Martin money line that will ultimately bring us all the positive for the night. But if you have your tallies up, I guess if you feel like sharing, let them know.
I gotta shoot. What
Sorry, I put you guys.
It
on
was
the spot.
8-6, maybe. Hold on 1 second. I started 0-3 with those fucking prick ass Purdue, Kentucky, South Carolina. Won that. 3-3, 4-3.
Sorry,
5-3.
4-3 for me. I did not mark Oregon losing against the spread there. That was going on during our show.
Sorry, 9-5. 9-5. A good night with the 15 to 1.
You miscounted even worse for yourself. See,
Yeah.
this guy is just trying.
I lose
transparent.
track. You know.
I honestly,
I was winning right now. It's ridiculous.
I know I was 5-2 yesterday, and I know I had a winning night tonight. But I honestly, I'm sorry, I'm way too retarded to find this on tally site at the moment. I apologize.
It is not a big deal. We just did it yesterday because we all had great days, and I know we all had a great day today with the Skyhawks money line coming through. So it's not a big deal. You can follow this show on social media at TCE on SGPN. You can follow myself at NoahB77_. You can follow Mac at Moneyline_Mac, and you can follow Matt DeWaskin at Cannabis Capper on Twitter and other social media for everybody. Josh Smith got a 20 to 1 on the Skyhawks money line there. Shout out to you.
You must have got him in the first half when they were down like 10. Good day to you.
Yeah, could have for sure. And yeah, Colby's going to be back on the show tomorrow. This might turn into a regular thing as they do college football picks on Tuesday nights for the Sports Gambling Podcast. Capper, we appreciate you joining us and being a guest on the episode. It might be Cannabis Capper Tuesdays for the near future here as college football season rolls along. Any parting words from you fellas before we get out of here?
Marathon tomorrow night, college football experience at 9:00, and then college basketball experience. Bring your cooler.
You guys picked the perfect day for that. Only 14 games of college basketball.
Thank God. Thank God.
If you cash on the if you cash on UT Martin tonight, please remember, let it ride.
Oh yeah.
Also, just go out and purchase buffs. Right, that was what the comment section was talking about earlier with Max sunglasses. But yeah, that'll do it for today on the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we are out of here. Run and shoot.